Put your hands
Imagine
behind your
this,
back.
a
No,
bustling hotel
I
lobby,
am
the
not
kind
going
where
anywhere with
dreams
you.
check in and
Cover
secrets
now.
check out. But on this fateful day, a woman named Alara walks through those gleaming doors, her heart pounding with anticipation, only to be met with handcuffs and accusations that shatter her world. What if I told you this isn't just any story of injustice? It's a tale of hidden legacies, unbreakable spirit, and a twist that will leave you cheering. Stick around, because by the end, you'll see how Alara's nightmare turns into a beacon of hope, and it might just change how you view the world. But first, if this hook has you gripped, hit that like button and subscribe to The Kind Heart Stories for more tales that touch the soul and inspire change. We drop new stories every week. Chapter 1. Alara Thompson had always been a fighter, raised in the shadows of a small southern town where opportunities were as scarce as rain in a drought. At 35, she was a single mother juggling two jobs, a barista by day and a freelance writer by night, dreaming of a better life for her daughter, Mia. Life hadn't been kind. Her parents passed young, leaving her with fragmented memories and a mysterious letter from her estranged grandmother, hinting at a family secret buried in the past. One crisp autumn morning, Alara received a call from a lawyer in New York, summoning her to the city for an urgent matter. Intrigued and hopeful, she scraped together her savings for the trip, kissing Mia goodbye with promises of souvenirs. Arriving at the luxurious Grand Heritage Hotel, a towering edifice of glass and gold that screamed opulence, Alara felt out of place in her thrift store coat. She approached the front desk, her voice steady as she explained her appointment. But the manager, a stern man named Mr. Hargrove, eyed her suspiciously. "Ma'am, this is a private establishment. If you're not a guest, you'll need to leave," he said curtly. Alara insisted, pulling out the lawyer's card, but Hargrove's face hardened. Whispers rippled through the lobby, guests staring, security approaching. Before she could process, officers arrived, called on a trespassing complaint. "You're causing a disturbance," one barked, twisting her arms behind her back. The cold metal of handcuffs bit into her wrists as flashes from cell phones captured the scene. Humiliation burned in her cheeks, tears stung her eyes. Why her? Was it the color of her skin, the modest clothes? As they dragged her away, Alara's mind raced back to her grandmother's stories of resilience amid segregation. Little did she know, the hotel's walls held echoes of her own bloodline, an inheritance waiting to claim her. The arrest made headlines, viral videos painting her as an intruder, while online trolls hurled racist slurs. Mia watched from home, heartbroken, as Alara spent the night in a dingy cell, questioning her worth. But dawn brought the lawyer, Mr. Ellis, rushing to the station with documents in hand. "This is a mistake," he urged the officers. As Alara was released, bruised but unbroken, he whispered words that would upend her reality. "You're not just any visitor, Alara. You're the heir." The weight of those words hung heavy, a spark igniting her faded dreams. Yet the journey was far from over. The true battle for justice and ownership was just beginning, testing her spirit like never before. Chapter 2. Back at the precinct, Alara's release felt like a hollow victory. Mr. Ellis drove her to his office, where stacks of papers revealed the truth. Her grandmother, a shrewd businesswoman who'd risen from nothing, had secretly acquired the Grand Heritage Hotel decades ago, hiding her ownership to navigate a world rife with prejudice. Upon her death, the deed passed to Alara, the sole surviving relative. Stunned, Alara stared at the title, her name etched in black and white. "But why didn't she tell me?" she whispered, emotions swirling like a storm. Ellis explained the grandmother's fear. In an era of rampant discrimination, revealing her stake could invite sabotage. Now, Alara owned it all, a multi-million-dollar empire. Returning to the hotel, heart thundering, she confronted Hargrove. "Call the police again if you must," she said calmly, handing over the documents. His face paled as reality dawned. Apologies tumbled out, but Alara's gaze was steel. The staff, many of whom were minorities like her, erupted in quiet cheers. Word spread like wildfire. Media outlets retracted stories, turning the narrative from victim to victor. Alara didn't just claim the hotel, she transformed it. She implemented diversity training, promoted overlooked employees, and turned the lobby into a space for community events, honoring her roots. Mia joined her, wide-eyed at the grandeur, as mother and daughter rebuilt their lives atop the very foundation that once sought to crush them. Challenges persisted. Lawsuits from disgruntled former managers, whispers of doubt, but Alara's resolve shone brighter. She became a symbol, speaking at conferences about systemic bias, her story inspiring countless others to uncover their hidden strengths. In quiet moments, she'd touch the hotel's plaque, feeling her grandmother's presence, a legacy of quiet power passed down. The arrest, once a scar, became a badge of triumph, proving that truth could dismantle even the sturdiest walls of injustice. As the sun set over the city skyline, Alara stood on the rooftop, wind whispering promises of tomorrow, knowing she'd turned pain into purpose. If this story of resilience and redemption moved you, smash that like button and subscribe to The Kind Hearts Stories right now. Join our community for more heartwarming narratives that celebrate the human spirit.